Works out for him. And the angle too.
You tuck against that wall as tight as you can there, big fella. Famouz now waiting for the pressure. And it is TENN who wins the duel out. Blaze King. Little warning shot now. His position's given away. It's almost like he has too many options here. None of them are good. Ball with Flipsider and the rest of the team, including Berserk, are just able to hold the line themselves. Sugar Zero on the site and dead. Boom, win the pistol.
Ready to fight Sugar Zero with a flash too.
That fault line is good, but the paranoia is even better. It hits them all, and you see the dash has to be used by Berserk to get into Cubby, so he cannot use that to go in aggressively into the side, and Berserk tries to go up top. He's pulled right back down. How much more can Depp find? Still trying to span through. The rifles finally starting to do some work for the side of Boom, but it's gotten to a 1v1. Laz wins it out with that one headhunter bullet at the... Depp has his ult. Can't imagine if he used it.
His dash. Oh my goodness.
Very good call. Berserk's done. Depp gets the wall up.
He's staying up.
Positions, of course, he's staying up. Oh, Depp finally goes down. They're trying to apply pressure mid too. This round was over very quickly.
Right from the onset. Yeah. That's a good way to get back into it because they maintain the space on the back of them. They're not going to be stuck in a pinch anymore, but they still have to deal with the Laz op. And ZETA is actually re-peeking long A. That's going to get him a lot of information, but in a situation where they're man up, I'm a little curious about this Laz.
One enemy remaining.
That's a big kill too, because he had his lockdown. Right? There's a possibility that you choose to invest the ult if they like what they see, but flanking in through, and now you've got the nightfall you have to deal with as well. A whole lot of utility used, and it is going to spot a couple members. Depp pulls out the finger guns, the pew-pews, and tries to find the kill, and he does onto Blaze King. Famouz drops 10, ult not around, Depp isn't either. 3v3 for the round as Tehbotol has not left this area of the map. Now he drops the Rolling Thunder, the undulating waves push them back as Kroll falls, but Laz still with the op, still healthy, getting past the Hunter's Fury, getting past Famouz, and getting past Flipsider. Tapped ball. Op, smoked off. There's the tap, there's the first, Sugar Zero. Gets out Famouz, utility, keeping things at bay for now. He's just on the other side of the wall.
Nobody's defusing yet.
Not yet. And Berserk is getting massive kills, but Sugar Zero...
Still not halved.
No.
There's no time.
No, there's not. No, there's not at all.
They don't need the utility. It's neutralized. Laz is taking a lot of time dealing with this, but so is Boom. They had the free sight, and the spike just went down.
Flank comes through. Flipsider was swinging out to check it. Unfortunately, he gets a bit more than he bargained for. Depp has fallen. Sugar Zero starting to creep his way forward, but you mentioned it. The flank out from Blaze King is going all the way around while the fight ensues on the site. If they can keep their defenses up, Blaze King can but they've got a really nice nightfall and a paranoia to counter. But somehow Flipsider gets two, he gets a third. It certainly didn't look like the round where they would find value, but alas, here's where we are. Laz in a 1v2. The op shot misses, the headhunter does as well.
You can fight a 1v1 right now if you can.
Does he just drop down? Does he just go for it recklessly? Smoked off now, has to take the scenic route. All the way around, still has that op. Second smoke through, the spam not gonna land. He goes back up top. Oh, if they hadn't heard him before, they did then.
There's no more bullets.
Oh. Blaze from
anti-breach lockdown, all the way far away so they can't break it, but there's no breach.
Try to get out onto the site, and Depp is still down in hell. Remember, that was one of the spots that we mentioned. It was not cleared out by the ult. Depp goes aggressive. Depp gets the kill. 3 on the round for him so far, but Blaze stops it. He can't stop it for long, though. From the beginning, they've also got TENN who's pushed really far up into Link, and he's going to flash just on the other side of smoke. There are 2 people there, but the Frenzy finds nothing. Can Sugar Zero find any of it? TENN there, all of the members of ZETA are just dying, but Laz again shows up to save the day. Back behind enemy lines. And he's going to have to do it again, this time with 3 bullets, 19 HP. Flipsider jumped onto the smoke, and I don't know that... I think they knew where he was, but Blaze King's going to clean him up. Flipsider 1 step closer to having that lockdown. And the pistol coming their way.
TENN has to.
Continue to push forward. You're right, TENN.
There's no escape. Crow can get back for him, though, with the Prowler, but he's now stuck, too.
Yeah, he's somehow made his positioning perhaps even worse, unless he finds all the kills that he
somehow
needs.
TENN, though. He's gotten better positioning.
Clean. One shot. Now they know where he is. Now they know they've got someone they have to worry about behind them. Meanwhile, the spike was planted down C. Look at Depp is just gone exploring. He's playing a different game right now. 2 members left, and they're still back in spawn. Laz, not able to connect anything on the first shot. He's pushed off the angle. He has to run away and tuck. Depp's still close by. Laz continuing to be the recon dart. Find
his turn.
Yeah. A little sidestep. And perhaps a kill on the other side. There it is. Depp shows up. Sugar Zero does 2. ZETA gets to 9. Really good job of delaying ZETA up until this point.
I'm wondering if Tehbotol will have his fault line up in time right now. Because there's not really any utility here.
Other than the blades. They were around. They took care of Laz. And they fall. ZETA just cracks the side open. You've got Blaze King, who's going to be on the flank again, and that's leaving poor Flipsider, who's been again top fragging. Left to do it all on his own. He's able to take one with him, but not much more. A 1v2 for Blaze is, again, he's going to show up just a bit late, and he's going to be showing up from sides unexpected.
I do like that smoke, though. It gives fall. I mean, they're just both in hell watching him. That smoke gives fall. Engagement. Good flash again. Gets BerserX off the angle.
Are they expecting something there?
Just pop his dash. Stays on the angle, though.
Stays. The cloud burst. He's going back in. He's going back in, and the shorty finds a second. He's not done. The Hunter's Fury to try to keep them back, to try to provide some cover for him to cause
timing.
more.
Flip. You felt that. That went straight.
Just fine. He's getting his. And BerserX's trying to get his. Oh, no.
Can't dash away.
I mean, he doesn't seem to care, though. And there's no real challenge. It was only because BerserX decided to peek again. They're going to try to get into C. They've gotten in through garage, but Blaze King was tucked the entire time.
30 seconds.
Just to get some info. They drop the Nightfall to clear out garage, try to clear out some of C, but the gravity wall keeps him back. Blaze King again with his utility causes problems for ZETA. And he's in the same little ratty spot that he was in before. This time they've spotted him, and it doesn't matter. What a hold from Boom!
Again. Once this hit starts to come, but everybody's tucked underneath everything. Here comes the lockdown.
Do they have anything to clear it out? I don't think they do. And whatever there may have been is now gone.
They want to fight, but they don't have the tools to do it. And they're all left on site by themselves. The wall, too, they're getting the kills anyways.
The only person who should be on the outside of it is Sugar Zero and Laz. And those are the only 2 that remain. Oh, Sugar Zero swings out! The Cosmic Divide not keeping him back. Laz is going to have to go forward. He's going to have to challenge it. This shot is going to be filthy if he lands it, but he doesn't get the diffuser!
There's no way!
It's not as bad as
Laz is just, oh my
it
goodness.
could have been. Hunter's Fury out. 10 committing onto the plan and paying for it with his life. But they've gotten the spike down. The Nightfall's out very early. The Paranoia, the Prowlers, again, they just want to fight. They want to leave nothing to chance, and Sugar Zero walks into a crossfire that has 3 members of Boom Esports waiting for him.
They're overheating.
Yeah, they are.
Blaze just got a star back too. The smoke's going down.
Zerk on the defuse. He's gotten it to half. Again, the 2v4, the spam's through, and it's much like the end of the previous round. With members alive, the defuse comes through. The collapse from ZETA nets them the loss.
What a collapse it was.
Not on the jet this time.
And this is the same wall that 100 Thieves was using in their game to try to get this plant down, but there's a really cool smoke. Oh, but the TP's short.
Wasn't deep enough. And Famous was just happily waiting for depth there. That is not how they wanted this round to start. And it hasn't gotten much better at all. A 4v2 here, Sugar Zero pushing his way forward. Is met by Tehbotol, and now Laz, the only one alive. The Frenzy on the other side is BerserX. It's interesting here, TENNN has gotten up pretty far into Art, the flash to create some space as BerserX is dealing some of the pressure that's coming in from elbow.
He just accidentally stunned the backside there, but
he's entirely surrounded right now. He's got Depp in front of him, 10 behind him, and somehow manages to take one down with him.
Spike down.
Keep the trades even after the advantage gain. ZETA still behind him. Blaze King was trying to navigate that Prowler.
And you've got to be
that gap from Boom. So a mistake from that not to be a problem, or potentially that was on purpose. Either way. Again, an entry from Laz. He is playing so well.
And that is why they had to respect the flank in the previous round.
Spike planted.
Because of that moment right there.
And he could do more damage. There's still 2 players in the alleyway. Pinch between him and the site.
Note, that's him with a Spectre, too. The flash deep. Berserk has fallen. Flipsider and Tehbotol, the only 2 that remain. He's going to swing out. Zero's weak here. He has no armor. He has no health now either.
And TENNN doesn't actually know the position as well of Flipsider. So just like that, he falls as well. They're losing guns, but those were the weaker weapons. Remember. Maybe not TENNN, but Sugar Zero just had the Spectre.
Don't really have anything other than that. It's really just now Fowler that's being used, or excuse me, a Trailblazer being used to try to clear some space. Berserk sidesteps in and swings out into 2 members of ZETA and cleans them both up. The flash as he tucks behind.
Spike down A.
But now, Tehbotol there to help.
Waiting for Laz. Slow in art.
Oh, it's a long time to wait.
Last player standing.
Way too many targets. Deb can't even get to safety.
There it is, Berserks with the 2K.
Know that ZETA found a solution to it.
Here's another aggressive play for them. Initiative certainly on their side.
And this is the first time they really take this much aggression! And they're rewarded with a kill onto Sugar Zero. They have full mid control here. And the gunfire continues to erupt. Actually, Crow able to punch back with 2 clean kills of his own.
He's going to go for more. Tehbotol wants the multi-kills. They had the 2 players here. They could have gone for it, but instead, they're worried that ZETA's spreading the map. Instead, they weren't. They wanted to fight that, actually.
Yeah, they hadn't backed down yet.
If they were slightly faster on getting back into double doors, you could see a moment there where they could have disengaged from that fight, but they don't opt to do so. They just go right into trying to actually capitalize on that.
There.
Now, it's left Flipsider alone on the B side. But thankfully, Tehbotol, I was going to say, it took a lot of... And Laz strikes.
And
Gets him
Laz
to-
finds another.
What a
30
beast.
seconds left.
They just walk through their smoke there in alleyway too. Sugar Zero has been doing that every single round, and he's not been punished a single time.
Man, for as highly as we were speaking about the defensive setup from them in this round and how clean it looked, how it seemed like they had everything accounted for. It was one moment of Berserk rotating away that opens up a kill stopper through, but he gets tagged up by just a little bit.
But he got space with that.
He did.
Sugar Zero again into sewers.
Oh, Berserk's just on the other side. The Nightfall there, the op shot too. As you see, Berserk tries to take space, but Sugar Zero punches back elsewhere.
And Tehbotol as well tries to chase him through sewers. We're gonna have an ult that does give a little space here to plant. It's a sliver though.
And the spike is not.
He's behind
Now.
so fast.
And he's gonna push right into it. He's gonna push right into it, and they don't know.
Oh my goodness.
They don't know. They don't know. He
30
steps out.
seconds left.
The decay
Spike
starts to wear
down
off,
A.
but they're swinging around right behind him. The spike well out of reach. Sugar Zero on the other side, and Tehbotol with the flick. The Red Bull clutch.
You saw it was very rarely mixed in on Haven too with his jet. So they want to lean into it too much. This challenge, Sugar Zero has the one way, but it's too late. But it's there for Crow.
Berserk manages to find 2 with the frenzy. And that was dry. They just swung out.
Immediately also using that lineup. The same orb that Sugar Zero was putting down, and TENN's trying to capitalize on the same space.
Betrayed by the sliver in the door. And now the nade. Flipsider has to swing in. The ghost cleans up.
So slow on long B though.
It's just no info of anything. No knowledge.
Last
Dap
player
on the swing.
standing.
He gets spammed through the smoke. It all falls onto Laz again. Can he do it for ZETA? Can he net them a pistol? It seems unlikely, and yeah, there's no way you check that ratty little corner, right?
No time even.
One enemy.
Goal!
1, but that's all it was.
The left and right side of mid. To Art and to Ali.
Shadows traveling.
With mixed success, but there you go from Flip.
Gone.
They're picking him apart now.
Yeah, man, they have full sight control here. And again, this is
Spammable.
But now Laz's position given away. Crow is crept in.
Last player
They're
standing.
gonna flash right through on the other side. Crow trying to find the kills. He finds 1, he finds 2. He's got it down to a 1v1. Tehbotol just on the other side, just has to delay. And he gets the kill he's looking for.
But it could strike fast. He's leaving it right now.
And he has utility. Crow on the peak. The paranoia is there, but the flash keeps him back. And now you got the showstopper up top. One goes down. Flipsider does too. ZETA cracked the site open.
Kept this.
Yeah, they've invested the Nightfall and now the Overdrive too, but counter paranoia is going to keep him back. The Prowler is going to spot onto TENN. They continue to push forward though. Look at how deep Tehbotol is. He's already gotten his way into Secret. And so far his presence is kept quiet. But Laz with the op shot stops it. Here. They've gotten the spike down. If Sugar Zero can get up into into sight, excuse me, he can use the Viper's Pit, and there it is.
Have to clear the site.
And Blaze King is the only one who's up. Do they know that he's there? They don't know that he's there! He gets one! He gets two! He's pushed off, he's paranoid. He tries to drop a satchel to keep him back. His position given away too. He tried to find safety, but he wasn't able to. They've fully taken A, and they're looking for more. Look at how deep Famous is.
He's behind him.
And Depp has no idea. He just got taken care of execution style.
This smoke should fade soon. Laz will have a gap inside of it. Sugar Zero wants to come from the other side. If they show Laz,
yeah, but he's got
and this flank could come really hard. Famous has to be super, super smart here.
Laz has to find value with that tour de force.
Has to show himself.
Yeah, the second smoke used.
Teleport's ready.
Is he the tip of the spear? Is he the first one who shows into a crossfire like that? He is the one who shows. And BME take care. Note that Sugar Zero's on the flank.
They just re-smoke, so they know the possibility now.
Flipsider's working into B again, and you've got Blaze King joining them. What? They're applying pressure everywhere.
Here comes the flank.
And the spike ults out. The spike ults B. They're gonna get the spike down.
While Laz might have still held on to the initial push from Flipsider, they've got the site now.
What a play. But ZETA
Up on the angle, which might actually work out if they end up coming over here.
TENN went fast down long again. Berserk swings out into Link and he gets destroyed.
Good flash from Sugar Zero as well to give time for Crow to play this Trailblazer. Sugar Zero's here.
BME are in trouble, man. Mid is really the only way they have to go, and Depp's waiting on the other side. No paranoia. And they walk right into him. The Nightfall doesn't even hit him, so they don't know he's there. The gun barrel betrays him. A prime gaming fall. Again.
But not that aware. I don't think he actually confirmed his position. This flank could come at any moment. Laz is completely alone.
Laz has to hold the line. He has to stand by himself. He's taking care of Neon. But you've got to keep an eye on the flank! Flipsider finds it!
They're still not through the wall, Doug.
10 seconds left. They've got to get the spike down. TENN rotating around. Everyone is being flanked upon here with 5 seconds. Laz holds them back! Laz with the ace! And Laz takes us to Fracture!
The guy who looked absolutely downtrodden after their... No problem. He already took care of the one player. 3 players coming through. This could be a battle here in Halls.
A bloodbath, and they're waiting for it. You see the stimmy through. The relay bolts are there. Nobody can see a dang thing because there's so much utility going through. Sugar Zero somehow avoids it, swings out the quick right click. Cleans up the kill. And now Laz, once again, left alone. Boom, win the pistol yet again.
And note, there's no actual similar style of bonus. They all have Spectres and TENN's challenging with the stun.
And they're all stunned up, and now they're all flashed, and now they're all dying.
Spike down
A 3v2 in favor of ZETA. As they keep them back long enough for the reinforcements to arrive. The spike is still behind them.
Farming ult Torbs at this point. A great anti. It's not Laz all by himself. Everybody's on this site.
But Laz will be first. And he doesn't find anything. Depp does, though. He puts a wall up to provide some cover, and Sugar Zero was behind him the entire time.
And it's patience from him, too. Puts down the smoke that Flip wants to come through. It's too clean from Sugar Zero. Finding the time here. They controlled Halls very well against Loud.
Yeah, they did. Oh boy, here we go. Orbital strike, but they're gonna get past it. The showstopper there too. Oh, and TENN, including himself, gets the kill. Both showstoppers used, the orbital strike used, and somehow ZETA still have 2 ults to work with.
Blaze King just got his own ult though. But the big issue here, Laz is flanking. They're going to double take halls with him and Depp.
And Blaze is still tucked in here, right? It's not like he can reposition and play around the orbital strike. He is the line of defense. And now he's outnumbered.
Let's go!
They're infesting the Rolling Thunder here, too.
Very nice.
Blaze stunned and Blaze dead.
Safe.
There's no alarm bot. It's just Flipsider who's here to cover. The utility to try to keep the spike off.
Wait.
Flipsider's been taken care of, and Blaze King wasn't able to get away from it.
He tried to avoid the damage at the distance, but you got to be careful here. This flank again from Tehbotol gets taken care of immediately from TENNN.
One enemy.
Oh, they're getting ripped apart.
Challenge. Can they take care of the flank? Can they hold them back?
There's nobody paying attention right now.
Oh, they've heard them, though. The jumping, the
Oh,
Roomba.
that Roomba gives false information!
No way! No way! Blaze King gets 2 from a tucked corner. False sense of security off of the Roomba, and it's turned into a 2v2. The spike has been planted, but they're fighting in spawn.
Last player standing.
And it's down to a 1v1. The orbital strike used.
And it's planted for spawn. It's planted in the front of the site here. Flip definitely has a chance.
He doesn't have an op. He's just gonna have to spam through. Surely not.
Damage done.
Sugar Zero holds it!
There's going to be a massive 3-way pinch.
He has 2 satchels, too. This time the Roomba clearing out the cubby. Oh, and the Rolling Thunder goes his way. There it is. There's his ult. TENNN with 1 satchel goes across. He still has another to work with. And it's gonna land right. Oh, it didn't kill him.
One enemy remaining.
But ZETA get the kills anyway.
Where's Tehbotol? Can you find him? Can you find him? Can he still convert this?
What utility does he have? He has a fault line.
Can't scope the op anymore.
Push him off. Oh, they've gotten off of it. They've gotten off of it, and Depp gets a 3rd kill and the defuse. They have 3 members in spawn. Last one of them pushing forward. A member just on the other side of the smoke, and Blaze got a little too froggy with it. Tried peeking a bit too far. Famous does too. This round looks dire for Boom. The flash there, the kill onto BerserX 2.
A good nade from TENNN as well.
Very well played, and yeah, they can try to keep the delay around the post plant. But there are only so many tricks in that bag.
Oh, wait.
There are only so many tricks in the bag! The trick is Flipsider! Tehbotol 1v1, it's gotten to half! Laz tries to hold it, pulls off, and gets the kill!
This challenge is far too much.
Can they rewrite what seems like an obituary right now? It does not look good. Remember, Laz popped off map 1, devastated and dejected that they lost it. Carries his team through map 2 and now finds openers on map 3. This very well may be the finishing touches, Bala. Josh's bald head may be safe for one more day.
Spike planted.
And I mean, the only chance they had was to win the pistol. The one pistol they lose is when they need it the most.
Again, that headhunter. Set up, look, that hit coming in though. Flipsider showing he can use that headhunter just as well. He's able to clean up 1. The flank is going to be coming in from the southern side of the map. You see the breach utility trying to deny the plant, but Sugar Zero gets it down.
Guys, they're all in here on this round.
Yes, they are. I mean, you've got nothing else to play for. You've got to convert it here. My goodness, what a shot. Tehbotol still only has the Sheriff, and he's now left alone. TENNN is weak, and TENNN doesn't care. ZETA series point. TENNN again pushing forward. Oh my goodness, everyone is there. They've somehow found enough to buy a bit more, and the gun's just not finding enough. The judge from Famous perhaps waits on the other side of the door, looking for something to change into, and no, it was just the judge. Flipsider and Blaze King left alone, staring down the barrel of elimination here at Champs. All the way out in Istanbul. Laz holding the angle. Blaze on the peak. Flipsider below him. And he's got a Guardian. If he can slip in quietly, he may have something to do here. Oh, he got 1. It's a 2v2 here. Flipsider, the leader, again, outnumbered, outgunned, and down. ZETA take the right cross that Boom throw their way and deliver a knockout punch of their own.